Hello again, everybody. It's been a while since I've made a video. This time I made a little video of how I've made my clip-ins into a wig. I had bought some kinky curly clip-ins, but I would not normally not use them if I was in a hurry because it took about 10, 15, sometimes half an hour to style, and I always want quick styles, things that I can do quickly. So I decided to do this. Well, I saw this video on the internet. I'll put the reference as soon as I remember. I don't remember her name, but she used this cap. She called it a horseshoe cap that comes already with braids, and she used some clip-in extensions to make a wig. And I thought that's a good idea because a wig you can just put on and take off whenever you want. So I decided to make my own clip-in wig with a horseshoe cap. I bought the cap on the internet. It arrived very quickly, and what you see me doing now is I put on a stocking cap, then I put on the horseshoe cap, and I'm trying to get my clip-ins in between the braids that the cap comes from. They're quite tight, so I have to push quite hard to get them in between. And pretty much I don't want a wig to be too full, and kinky hair is quite full, so I'm skipping like 2 or 3 lines in between each of the clip-ins. And I'll do that all the way up. The clip-ins I had already measured, so I had an idea of where each clip-in should be at. Yeah, and I just continue all the way to the highest part, or until I finish filling up with hair. You'll notice that once I am done doing this, or actually when I finished doing this, I realized the hair or the clips, they didn't sit in a position I liked, so I actually ended up taking them all out again and put them back up. I actually did that twice because the first time I felt like there was not enough hair. And the second time I thought they didn't just sit right for some reason. And the final time, actually, I think it looked okay. So that's what like the final look that you'll see at the end. My opinion about this is that if you don't know how to sew, I think this is of course a good option. If you don't know how to sew your own wig, or you don't have the money to buy an already made wig, because I don't know, I still have this feeling that the clips, I mean it looks okay, but I think the clips, I would be afraid if someone gives me like a really tight hug that the that the clips end up falling off or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid. But I think since the braids of the cap are so tight, it's quite difficult to push the clips and close them in a way that they have a good grip. I don't know if it's the kind of clips I bought, or if and maybe if it would have been like bigger clips and with a little bit more space in between, like the combs and the rubber part, if it would feel more secure, or maybe if you add more clips to the clip-in extensions, because these I am using I've kind of custom made them because I had bought some ready-made clip-ins, but I thought the way they had been cut was a little bit more difficult to work with, so I actually opened them. They were double wefted, triple wefted actually. So I opened them and I cut them in a more suiting way. Yeah. So I think it's quite a lot of work, It didn't take too long. It's just, I mean, I'm looking for something to make my life easy, so I think having to custom make the clip-ins and so on is quite a lot of work. In the video I originally saw, she didn't actually cut the clip-ins, but she bought some little clips where you actually just put the hair in. You don't have to sew them or anything. I'll definitely put the reference in the video. Yeah, there you can see I'm almost ready to cut it in the middle, or almost done with that. And there you can see a little clip of when I decided that I was going to take them off and rearrange them because I didn't like the way they had been arranged. The good thing is that since they're not sewn, I can just take them off and reuse the cap or rearrange the clip-ins. So I think that's an advantage, definitely. But it took me a few tries. I'm no wig expert. I've only made like one wig before in my life, so of course maybe if you have more experience with making wigs, it might be easier, definitely. So yeah, and this is how it looked without the clips. And now you can see me when I'm done, finally done with it, and I'm showing you how it looks in the inside. And it has, the cap itself came with some wigs, some clips, I mean, and this is how I'm trying to put it on. I'm not very good at blending here. I don't have a bunch of techniques I can share with you, but what I did was to find a hair texture that looks very much like mine because I'm not very good at blending here. And then I'll just put on some bobby pins to keep it more secure, and some bobby pins to keep my hair down. Since it's so short, it still grows upwards instead of growing downwards. Maybe in some years it will grow downwards, but until then I have to use bobby pins to keep it down. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about wearing this like in a place where I might risk getting a hug or something, but if you're just going to the supermarket or somewhere you don't know anyone, no one's going to be pulling your hair, I think this could work actually. And well, I hope this video was useful. If you have any comments, any suggestions, I would love to hear them. If you want to hear more about the hair, I think you can see it in my previous video or one of my previous videos. Otherwise, I should post that video where I have the information of this hair. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. And if you have not done so, remember to subscribe to my channel. I like to put videos once in a while. I'm no professional, but I'll share, of course, any information I have with you. And remember to thumbs up or like if you like this video. And well, these are my results. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.